Welcome to your market outlook for the week of September 15th through 19th, 2025. This could be one of the most pivotal weeks of the year. The centerpiece is the Federal Reserve's policy meeting on September 16th and 17th. After months of speculation, the Fed may finally pivot toward easing. Why does this matter now? Because the U.S. labor market has shown real cracks. August payrolls added just 22,000 jobs, far below expectations, and unemployment ticked up to about 4.3%. At the same time, inflation is cooling, but not quite enough. Headline CPI is hovering just under 3%, and core inflation remains above 3%. That leaves the Fed caught in a balancing act: support a softening job market while keeping inflation in check. So, what to watch this week? First, the Fed's decision itself. Most expect a 25 basis point rate cut, but if labor weakness worsens, some analysts are even calling for a half-point move. The press conference and dot plot will be critical for clues on whether this is a one-off adjustment or the start of a cutting cycle. Second, inflation signals. Any new data showing goods prices or shelter costs easing would strengthen the case for more cuts ahead. On the flip side, stickier inflation would force the Fed to keep the pace slow. Third, labor market data. Weekly jobless claims will be dissected for signs of further weakness. If claims spike higher, the case for faster cuts grows stronger. And finally, Fed communication. Several Fed officials have stressed the need for more data before committing to a path. Their comments around this meeting could swing markets just as much as the decision itself. Here's how to interpret it. A cautious Fed with a small cut and hawkish language could firm the dollar, lift yields, and pressure growth stocks. A dovish Fed with softer inflation and labor cracks would likely send bonds higher and fuel a rally in quality growth and defensives. Either way, expect volatility. If you're positioning into this week, consider hedging with options, balancing exposure across both value and growth, and staying nimble as headlines hit. This is not financial advice. You've been watching Capital Outlook 60, your markets in focus. Stay sharp.